come to the long jump, and here's one of the glamour performers, the Greek Xanthou, who's had a huge breakthrough this year.
Yeah, she has. In fact, we looked at her name up in the rankings, and a lot of the jumpers hadn't even heard of her. She's come through really well this year. She jumped 7.12 at altitude last year along with Nicole Bogman, so she'll be looking to go through to the final as well. She is a little erratic in the way she jumps. No, I don't think that's going to be up anywhere near the 7 metres she jumped last week. And as I said, she is a little erratic, so she may take a couple of rounds to actually get in there and get qualified.
The other Greek long jumper is Pata Ledoux, who people should remember from the Olympic Games. She won that hurdles when Gail Divas fell and became the first Greek woman to win a track and field gold medal, and what a celebration she had. She's now long jumping. Yeah,
that was an exceptional performance because she'd never run under 13 seconds before, and went out and won the Olympic gold medal, and I guess she probably thought there wasn't much more she could do in that event, so she's turned to long jumping now.
Now we'll get Xanthou's 650, so she's hasn't qualified as yet. Looks like she probably...
electrolytes. In the closing stages, you don't really need to put in any more electrolytes because you're much more concentrated as you lose your own perspiration.
Rob, we'll just leave it for a moment. There's Xanthou, the Greek, on the runway in the long jump. She's already had one attempt to qualify.
Yeah, she's had a 650 already. I was noticing, Bruce, that the wind is very swirly over there. Heike Dreschler's last jump of 650 was into a 2.2 metre wind, and then we had another jump not long after her that was with a 2 metre tailwind. So it really is up to the luck of the wind, and the wind does make quite a difference in a situation like this. There they go, they've taken the cone off. You get 1 minute 30 to take your attempt, and you can see the clock counting down. Once the official actually calls your name, they take the cone off the run-up, and you get 1 minute 30 to which to take your attempt.
And how accurately can you judge just where the wind's coming from, Jane, when you're on the runway?
Well, they actually usually have a flag or a almost like an air sock close to the board, and it's very important to keep a look at that. Most experienced jumpers you'll see watching that, and when they see it blowing in the right direction, that's when they'll take off. Here she goes. Speed times height equals distance, so that's what these girls are after. Yeah, that looks like a little bit better jump. Oh, but it's a foul.
Well, let's leave it, Jane, because there's been a move in the marathon. Xanthou, I think Xanthou might be out there on the long jump runway. Here's Jane.
Yeah, here comes Xanthou. Now, she's got a jump of 6 metres 50, and on a countback she's coming 13th, and only the top 12 go through. So her next best jump to pass the girl that's coming 12th, she would have to jump more than 6 metres 13, which I'd imagine, unless she fouls, she would, or if she jumps more than the 650, she'll go through as well. But there are still a number of jumpers to continue after her.
Jane, you've got a computer here telling you all of those things. Do the competitors know the permutations?
Well, I don't know exactly how much they would know it. They'd certainly be paying attention, I would think. But, you know, whether they know that or whether they don't, really they can only go out there and do the best that they're going to do on the jump, and I'm not really sure whether that would affect the way they jump anyway. So they'll be out there trying to do, I guess, all the technical things right, so they eventually end up getting the outcome that they're after. Here she goes. She does have a very unusual running technique here, and it's very difficult for her to get her hips in the right position, and that's not over 6 metres 50, but if it is not a foul, I'd say she would move into 12th place, which will take her through to the final tomorrow. Let's have a look. See if she's hit the board. Yep, she's hit the board, so I'd say that'll take her into 12th at the moment, but there are still, as I said before, a number of girls that have to jump. She's taken off a long way behind the board into a 2 metre headwind, which is quite strong. So we'll just wait and see what the distance is.
What's that key distance again?
She's jumped 6 metres 30, so she's moved into 12th place with that jump.
We think that Nicole Bogman's about 14th at the moment with one jump to go. So
I think she might be